Hey students, it's Miss Maples. I wanted to put this together really quickly just so you had a reference in case you missed class or needed to review for the essay pre-writing. So I'm going to go over right now with you steps 1 through 6 of pre-writing. So you can come back and look at this if you get a little bit lost. So first, I have extended your deadline. I decided I wanted to give you all until Friday to turn in your essay. So it is going to be due Friday, March 19th at 10 p.m. And in a second, I'll go over a timeline of what you should get done each day to kind of keep you on the path to being able to turn it in on time. So on Friday, I went over the prompt, but I'm going to go over that again and make sure you all have it. So the prompt that you are asked to write your essay on, the original title of Hansberry's play was from another Langston Hughes poem, Mother to Son. It was originally called The Crystal Staircase. However, at the last minute, the title was changed from The Crystal Staircase to A Raisin in the Sun. Think about the characters in the play, Walter, Ruth, Mama, Benitha, and Travis. Write an essay in which you describe which poem, Mother to Son, or Harlem, best represents a central theme of the play. Does the poem Harlem better relate to the play's message, or is it Mother to Son that better relates to the play's central theme? So that's what you're writing about. You have to choose. Is Harlem the best poem to kind of encapsulate the main message of A Raisin in the Sun, or is it Mother to Son that best fits the main message? So you're going to have to go back to each of those poems and make a decision. Neither one is wrong. It just is going to hinge on what theme you think is most important to the play and then how you want to argue this. It's totally up to you how you want to go about doing it. And you're going to be using evidence from both the play and the poem to support your analysis. Your essay is going to be an introduction paragraph, 2 to 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. You only have to have 2 body cess paragraphs. The third is optional. If you choose to do that, you feel like your essay needs it, but you don't have to. Intro, 2 body paragraphs, which will be cess, and a conclusion. So on Friday, you all were supposed to take the prompt, what I just read, and put it in your own words. So something about this essay is asking me to decide if Harlem or Mother to Son is the better poem for representing a main theme in the play. Okay. So that's what the prompt is asking you to do. You just rewrite it here to make sure you've got that so you can answer it correctly. The next step was figuring out a central theme. There are many, many themes you can take away from A Raisin in the Sun. You, as the writer, are going to decide what are 2 of the strongest themes, the most important themes from the play. And then once you write 2 of them right here, let me see. So once you write those themes here, in where it says topic message, you're going to just highlight one of them in purple and be like, all right, this is what I'm going to write my essay on. So I wrote one out for you. Family is ultimately more important than money. In order to write a theme, you need to come up with topics. Like family is an important topic that comes up in A Raisin in the Sun. Discrimination is an important topic. Racism is an important topic. Sexism is an important topic. Pride. I could go on and on. So think of topics, money, that come up in this play. Think over, okay, what are some of the main ones? And then write 2 themes. So you put the topic in the first box, and then you finish the sentence. So if you wrote money, what does this play show about money? Does it show that money isn't ultimately the most important aspect of someone's life? You word it the way you want, but come up, what can you take away about that topic from the play? If any of you are struggling with coming up with your theme statement, please reach out to me in class, email, if you want me to check your theme statement. So write 2 and then pick your favorite and highlight it in purple. Then reread the poems Mother to Son and Harlem, which are right here in your pre-writing document. Okay. You've read them both multiple times. So reread Mother to Son, the mom telling her son, life for me has not been a crystal staircase. It's been a staircase with boards torn up. It's been difficult. I've gone through the dark, but I'm still going. I'm still climbing. Life for me hasn't been a crystal stair. That's Mother to Son. Harlem, what happens to a dream that you put off, that you don't go for, that you don't get? Does it dry up? Does it make you kind of dry up? Does it make you fester? Do you just start to kind of crust over? Do you start to sag like a heavy load? Do you explode violently? So you pick which poem you think best fits with whatever theme you wrote. And then you've got your argument for your essay. You just have to write it out as your thesis statement. Remember, your thesis statement is your argument. So you kind of write out your, sorry, my cursor keeps jumping around. You will write that out here. Okay. This poem best relates to my theme statement because, okay. And then you're ready to draft your thesis. So fill out the 1, 2, 3, 4 with the title of the play, title of the poem, the theme statement you picked, and why the poem relates to the theme statement. Then you'll write your thesis statement. I even have fill in the blanks. If you're struggling, use one of my fill in the blanks and just fill it out with your theme. You don't have to do that though. You can use the fill in the blank and change it around. You can write it completely from scratch as long as you have all of the components you need and you answer the prompt. And I have a few more sample thesis statements here. Okay. Today, you should have already got through all that. You should have a thesis statement. Today, you are going to be finding evidence. So, what evidence from the play and from the poem supports your thesis statement? You'll just be grabbing everything you can. You're not organizing it yet, but you're just trying to remember what stuff from the play could I use. Okay, I have the PDF linked in. Also, I wanted to show you all that. Let me see if I can get it to go to the next one. Okay. If you're having a hard time finding textual evidence, use Google as your friend. If you can remember part of like Walter said this, it kind of sounded like this, then type in what you can remember, what phrase you can remember into search, and it might just pull it up for you. Okay. So that might be a helpful way to search for a quote that you're looking for. I also, in today's slideshow, the 315 slideshow that you can get in Google Classroom, I have these links to different lists of quotes from A Raisin in the Sun. So if you're really stuck on where to go, like go look at famous quotations and see if any of them fit with what it is you're trying to argue. Also, use me as a resource. If you're like, yeah, I'm looking for this thing, I don't remember where it is in the play, ask me in chat or aloud or in email and I'll help you find it. Okay? So you're going to be finding textual evidence that matches with what it is you're arguing in your thesis, and you will put evidence from the play, and you'll also find evidence from the poem. Okay, the poem's easy because it's short, but you'll go find lines from the poem that match with what you're trying to argue. Once you've done all that, you're ready to plan your body paragraphs. You've got your thesis. Now you need to write your body paragraphs that are going to support that thesis. Okay, so everything in red is for your body paragraph 1, claim, evidence, support, significance. Everything in green in the middle is for your body paragraph 2. And everything in purple is for your optional CES body paragraph 3. You do not have to write it, but if you feel you need another paragraph to really make your point, go for it. So I wanted to show you guys, most of you have read Of Mice and Men as a freshman because that's a common text that I know at River City High School, at least, all ninth grade teachers teach Of Mice and Men. So Of Mice and Men also took its title from a poem. So I'm writing basically the same essay you guys are writing, but just on a different text. So I'm using Of Mice and Men instead of A Raisin in the Sun, and I'm using the poem To a Mouse by Robert Burns instead of one of Langston Hughes's poems. But I wrote a thesis statement and I wrote claims, so you can kind of see what it looks like. A claim is supposed to support an aspect of your thesis. So for this essay, your claim should show a reason why the poem that you picked fits really well with the play. Maybe the way a character really embodies something, or so you get to decide. But for example, one of my claims is Steinbeck's novel is a story of man's hard work followed by grief. Burns's poem may be about a mouse, but it addresses the same issue of hard work not being rewarded with comfort and safety. So you can see I wrote a statement that compares Steinbeck's novel to Robert Burns's poem. So you guys similarly could write something like Hansberry's play is a story of blank. Likewise, Langston Hughes's poem Harlem, blah, 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 blah. So you're showing a way that they're similar, okay? You can also look at my CES paragraph. I wrote out an entire paragraph for my first claim so you can see kind of what it looks like, because you'll be writing something similar. So use this as a guide. But your goal for today is to find pieces of evidence that support your thesis from both the play and the poem, and to plan out the red outline, your CES body paragraph 1. Write a claim, something you want to argue that shows why the poem you picked fits with the play, kind of focuses in on a specific scene or a specific character. You'll find evidence from the play. You'll find evidence from the poem. You'll explain yourself and your support. I even have little phrases to help you do that. And then you'll end with why it matters. Okay? So I hope that was somewhat helpful for you all. Something you can refer back to. Tomorrow I'll make a video to kind of go over your habit and your wrap conclusion, since that's kind of the other piece of this. So hopefully you guys are starting to get it. And as you kind of struggle, because it is a struggle, writing essays is hard. As you struggle through the process, you'll learn and you will reach out if there are questions. And remember, your goal is to write an essay. You all are going to have a different essay. Just like if I was telling you guys how to paint a picture, at the end, everyone's painting would look different. All of your essays are going to look different. Some of you guys are going to be more advanced than others. That's fine. All I'm asking is for you to go through the process and do the best you can. And I know you all can do it. All right. Hopefully that helped. Reach out to me if you have any questions.